anyone can do about it. We have come to stay. We have already chosen our path. That is why we are following this restoration project, and we are following those that knows better. And we are not coming here to lie to our people or begin to put our people in a state of imagination. That is the last that we can do. And believe you me, we also have that power or capacity to begin to lie to our people. But when you start lying to our people, what are you going to gain? You are just drawing this struggle backward. And that is why we say things the way it is. Let me introduce myself, and my fellow panelists will also introduce themselves, and then we make a short prayer, and then we move forward, because we are here for business. Of course, some of you won't understand what we're talking about. You think that we are coming here for a business of trade by barter. The answer is no. But I'm telling you that Biafran Restoration Project is one of the biggest business and high profile one for that matter. So great people, my name is Mazi Okechukwu, known as the Biafran child in Wachineke, the general. I am from Ehala in Anambra in Biafra land. I am IPOB under chain of command. I would like to use this medium to greet our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I greet you, our leader. I greet you, the head of Directorate of State, in the person of Mazi Chike Doziem. On absent of our leader, Mazi Chike Doziem is the man in charge. And I also greet IPOB worldwide. You know, there are some things that I always try to let our people understand, that I must defend all these things jealously. So DOS is the highest office of this movement, led by Mazi Chike Doziem. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the highest commander, and IPOB is our noble family. And these three things that I mentioned, of course, I must defend it jealously. And I will stop here. Then Mazi Obinna, please, I want you to take over the floor. Thank you very much.
Yes, good morning, wonderful people of Biafra, lovers of freedom. The co-host of this program and my fellow comrade Mazi Paul Achebe. And those in Biafra land, especially the gallant men on ground that are defending this struggle with their blood. I just want to wish you happy Sunday from this beautiful city of Vienna, Austria to be precise. Today we want all of you to hang on and begin to listen to the dealings and issues that is revolving around the restoration of Biafra. We are here for one reason, and the reason is to restore Biafra. What we are doing now is we are doing the needful in order to guide all of us jealously in protecting this structure of IPOB that have led us so far. I just want to say good morning and remain blessed.
Yes, Mazi Achebe, please, I would like you to introduce yourself, please. Thank you.
Thank you, the General. Greetings, Biafrans and lovers of freedom all over the world. My name's Mazi Achebe Paul. Mazi Achebe Paul is from Omo. Omo is in Ayamelum, Omambala province, Biafra land, in the present-day Anambra state. And I greet every one of you, most especially the leader of indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, which I call Ikukwana Afwanya. And I also greet the leadership of IPOB, DOS, because they are the taproot, the backbone of this movement. I greet every one of you wherever you are watching, and I say we must remain resolute. Thank you and remain blessed.
And Mazi Achebe, please, I would like you to use this medium at least 1 minute to pray for our leader, the indigenous people of Biafra, and those, the leadership that are championing this struggle today, that our leader is in DSS dungeon. Please use 1 minute. Thank you.
No. Please permit me to use my dialect to pray, because our ancestors understand our language more better. Chukwu okike abịa ma onye pụrụ ime ihe niile, eze na-ekpechere agụ, otu onye a na-asụ na-abịara nna anyị ekene gị n'ụbọchị nke tata dịka iji wee mee anyị wee dị ndụ wee ruo n'ụbọchị nke tata ọbụla n'ike aka anyị wee na-asị gị ka ị nara ekene na mbunye elu ọjịja mmanya dịchasịara afa gị n'ebe ọ pụrụ iche. Eze ebube na-enwe odibo gị Maazị Nnamdi Okwu Kanu nke nọ n'aka ndị ilo n'ụbọchị nke tata. Nna ọ n'ihi anyị ka o ji wee nọlụ die ọbụla ọ chọrọ ịnọ die na-atụ ụtọ ọ nọ chọrọ ime eke afa ọ nọ chọ ka mba ụwa matịa ka o ji nọlụ die kama na ihe o ji wee nọrọ ebe a bụ na ọka anyị wee nwee ike nwere onwe anyị maka freedom anyị nwere onwe anyị na-azọ. Eze ebube Chukwu okike abịa ma wee na-akpọkwu gị wee na-asị gị n'ụbọchị nke tata ka ibinye n'ike na ebube ife niile dị n'ala Igbo. Ana m akpọkwu unu wee sị na oge ahụ akara aka elugo wee sị ka unu binye mmụọ niile nọ n'ala Igbo. Ana m asị ka unu binye aka ọbụla je ndị ọbụla na-agba mgba okpuru iji wee mee ka onye isi nwụọ ma ọ ghara inweta ife ọ na-achọ. Asị m ka unu binye buso ha ya ma na ha n'iyi. Nna ekwene ka maazị si ebe ahụ wee gbara aka wee pụta. Ihe o ji maka ya wee baa n'ime ebe ahụ ọ ga-enwetalili ya. Ọ ga-eji flag Biafra wee pụta. Afụfụ niile a ọ tagolu aja niile ọ chụgolu ọma abụ aja na n'iyi. Eze wee na-akpọkwu gị n'ụbọchị nke tata wee sị gị na oge akara aka eluwo n'isi na ya akara aka dị eri nwa ngwụlọ wee sị gị na isi na ọkụ nna agwụnye nwata n'aka dị elegbu ya. Ọ gị nwa zipụrụ ozi anụ a mana isi anyị ndị Igbo na-ekwu okwu si na onye nna ya dụnyere osi na-eji ụkwụ agbawa ụzọ. Nna isi anya ga-adọpụta ndị gị na-agbụ maka na mmadụ ka ị ga-eyuzu wee mee ihe iji wee bụrụ chi. Nna wee na-asị gị oge eruwo mgbe ị ga-eji wee kpamkpamkpa iji wee bụrụ Chukwu okike abịa ama wee sị gị ka ị bịa napụta Maazị Nnamdi Kanu ma napụkwa nrịanrịa ọbụla nne ya na-ahụ wopie n'ụbọchị nke tata. Ọ ga-apụta n'ike na ebube. Onye ọbụla solu dị ọnwụ onye ahụ ga-ewe ana wee zee elu mmiri. Onye ọbụla si na Maazị amadị ndụ onye ahụ ga-ewere ana zee elu mmiri. Nna n'ụbọchị nke tata ana m ekwubi okwu n'isi Maazị Nnamdi Kanu wee sị na ọ ga-apụta n'ike na ebube ma jirikwa Biafra flag wee pụta ọma agba aka wee pụta. Andị ka ọ na-apụta ka ala ili ga-eli ndị ilie niile ndị na-achọghọ Biafra ana ili ga-eli ha ncha niile n'ofu n'ofu. Ọ na mkperie ka ọ ga-adị n'Eke, ọ na-aka ọ ga-adị n'Orie, ọ na-aka ọ ga-adị n'Afọ, ọ na-aka ọ ga-adị na Nkwọ. Nna amaghị m ekpe mana mma n'ime obi anyị karịa ka anyị maara onwe anyị. Zaa m ka m ji wee kpee maka na anyị bụ nwata na-asa arụ n'afọ n'afọ. Ekpe m nke a site n'afa Chukwu okike abịa ama. Ise
Ise.
Ndewo.
Great people of Biafra, freedom fighters, lovers of freedom, great people. We are now getting into the business of the day. We are going to be discussing a lot of things today. I want you all to pay very big attentively and listen very careful. And we are going to also open our line, but we are not going to open our line for everybody. We are going to open our line for opposition. If you think that what we're saying that we are not getting it right, we want you to come in and come and bazena na yonu because we don't know it all. But as far as on this Biafran restoration project, we have chosen our path, either Biafra or nothing, because there is no two ways about it. Now, let me move forward because we have no time to waste. And as you are getting into this broadcast, make sure you do the needful. You are going to learn a lot of things today. I greet you all once again, my fellow panelists. Mazi Obinna, Mazi me headache. You are their headache, and you will keep on giving them that headache every single day. I greet you, Mazi Paul Achebe, Ezioku Obondo, one of Biafra land, and you are in them hard. Believe you me, the kind of the way you are analyzing your videos, believe you me, you are doing a very great work. Of course, some people won't understand because they lack ability to reason. But we are here, we understand the ethics of this movement. That is why we can be able to make something out of something, okay? So now, I want to start with Mazi Obinna. Let us go first to this, the Court of Appeal. You know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is supposed to be free today, supposed to be working freely. What do you think when the Court of Appeal discharged our leader and someone called himself the Attorney General of this federation And I keep on saying that not only the Attorney General of that federation, also the politicians of the Igbo people, they are involved. So what is your take on this still holding of our leader after the appeal court have discharged him? What do you have to say? The floor is yours, Mazi.
Thank you very much, our brother, the Biafran child, the general. The answer is very, very simple for those that have been immersed themselves in the ethics of this struggle and who knows what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu stands for. There's no doubt about it. Even the poor, wretched masses on the street who doesn't want the restoration of Biafra to see the light of the day. You can see the time the court declared a verdict. You saw how internet begin to begin to jubilate. Those that are jubilating for the good and those that are not happy because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, which is the lion of that region, is about coming out because they know that his presence matters a lot in their shenanigans, which they call Nigerian election. So what I can say is that they are using our leader to play political games. Some are thinking that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu coming out will destroy their political ambitions because this is the man that when he speaks, people listen to him. He's the one that gives us the reason why we are here today. The man have converted so many souls. That is why sometimes they'll be talking about him and leave Boko Haram. So many people will be wondering, why are you people so much having headache over this man that have no gun? He doesn't shoot anybody. He doesn't kidnap. He doesn't ask for ransom. He only have microphone to speak. And that is he knew that the problem of a pure black man lies in the ability to reason. So the man coming out is a threat to the evil man on the ground. So the reason why they are holding him, like I said, some are even thinking that maybe his coming out will distract them, their so-called election. So in summary, I know if I continue going into details, it will take me a long time. I know we have a schedule about this program today. But in nutshell, the fear of never committed any crime. So, delaying is to make sure that the foolish citizen continue wallowing in the same abject direction they have been taking since 1914 of voting without having any good things, to show for it. So they are holding him, thinking that holding him will make people, especially those from the south, to begin to repeat the same thing they used to normally do again, instead of thinking on asking themselves, what is it going to benefit us from voting what we have been doing for many years and we are still getting the same result? So holding him, for me, to them, they are thinking that they are doing themselves good, but they don't know that they are worsening the situation. Like I said, election may hold, but they are not going to get it easily. They are not going to get it light. And like we used to say, the directorate of state are wise. They are not the one that they just coming out and begin to rant on social media what is to come. But my advice to people is that we are not going to take it lightly. We are not happy that seeing our father in DSS dungeon crying for you people, for you to have a better life, and he wants us to abandon it, to begin to champion for election and begin to support those that want us dead. Let me just leave it here, brother. So that's what I have to say on this.
Thank you very much, Mazi Obinna. Thank you very much for this wonderful speech. Our people have to understand the reason why we're here. And I'll come to you, Mazi Paul Achebe. MAP is Yoko Obondo. Believe you me, you have done a great one. I cannot lie about it. That is why I can be able to bring you on Biafran Television Channel 1 under the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Okuka. And of course, some people will say, what are you doing here? You think we care? We don't care. We have chosen our path and we will keep on doing what we are doing. Mazi Achebe Paul, do you agree with Mazi Obinna that still holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in DSS dungeon has something to do with the election? What do you think? Do you think that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they feel that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going to disturb them in this election? Or do you think there is something else behind still holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, or Mazi Nnamdi Kanu still in DSS dungeon today? Mazi Achebe Paul, the floor is yours.
Thank you, the general himself. I thank you for this very opportunity. And starting with the question, if I agree with Mazi Metusela and Wanne Mekisedek. Yes, I totally agree 100% on his submission, because the primary purpose of kidnapping Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was to enable the 2023 election to hold. But they never knew that that is their biggest mistake, because Mazi in detention or in the captivity, what he will do while he is outside, he will still do it, because he still commands the movement. You hold him there, but you don't hold the action he will take, because he can only give command, and the people that will carry out the command, you are not holding them in DSS custody. They are outside there and they are ready to give the command. And Mazi can also give the command wherever he is. The only way to stop him not to give command is by giving him a date for referendum and allow him to go. Coming to the 2023 general election, everything they are doing now, they are using delay tactics, because since the primary purpose of kidnapping him is to hold the election, they will use delay tactics to hold him down, to make sure that they conduct the 2023 general election. But they never knew that any decision taken by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu wherever he is will affect the 2023 general election. Let me say this thing now. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they are holding. The main reason why they are holding him is because they are afraid of him. Why they are afraid is because when you come to Biafra land, nobody have 1/4% of commanding Biafrans. Like Mazi.
And the Mazi Paul Achebe, as you are, giving us the answer, do you still believe that the indigenous people of Biafra are still listening to that man in DSS dungeon? Continue.
Of course, yes. Everything the leadership is doing today is being directed by the man called Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of indigenous people of Biafra. Every action you are seeing today the leadership is taking, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is aware. And anything that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu don't want to happen, Mazi will stop it. Let me give you an example of what I just said. Monday sit at home. We all are aware that it was planned and announced by the leadership, and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu stop it by giving them the order and the mandate to cancel it, which they did. And we all know that that is one of the things that created some of the chaos we are seeing today. But they obeyed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, knowing that it will affect them more than Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, but they obeyed the order. That alone shows that Mazi is still in charge in wherever he is. Now, coming to the 2023 election, in Biafra land today, even the spirit obeys Mazi Nnamdi Kanu order. Our brother who they are using today to divide the Igbo land, the P2B, he knows that he is being used and he is going nowhere. This is a game they planned, and he is playing the script alongside the Fulani Caliphate. So let me not take much time. I will summarize it. P2B knows that he will not go far, but in order to pass a wrong message to the world power that the Igbos or the Biafrans want one Nigeria, not freedom, they bring P2B. In 2017, when P2B went to, I think, Lagos, they were chatting, holy, holy, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is another savior. Today, they have bought many of them to start singing P2B can save Nigeria, knowing well that Nigeria have damage beyond repair. So everything they are doing today, all these things you are seeing is just what the Britain laid down for them to act, because the Fulanis don't have the brain to carry out such plans, but the Britain is helping them. So on my submission, they kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because of 2023 election, and they never knew that 2023 there is a probability it might not hold. But all decision lies on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the leadership. Thank you.
Mazi Paul Ashebe, MAP, Ezioku Obondo. You are saying things the way Mazi, I will still come back to you again, and the same issue of not listening to the man in TSS dungeon. And I want you to tell our people which kind of damage that such a thing can cause to our people when you are holding the leader of indigenous people or Biafra, and somebody from nowhere, infiltrator, will say, don't listen to this man in DSS dungeon. Can you tell us the kind of message that this person is passing to our people and the brain damage that is causing to our people? Mazo Bina, the floor is yours, please.
It's very sad. It's very sad. You know, sometimes when we begin to talk about what we witness in this struggle, sometimes if you cannot hold yourself, you may, decided to go extra mile to do something that is unimaginable. It's very sad that we are still suffering what I call internal brutality, and because our eyes has been on Fulani, British government, Nigerian government, but the major problem we are having is inside, and it's insider that is also shouting and telling people not to obey order coming from DSS dungeon, which is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and the person that is shouting such knew quite sure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu always receive visitors that go there and see him, and he will relay message to him. So the reason why such statements continue lingering on is because of the nature of the struggle, and the man that said this struggle made it categorically clear that we are not after our own, that he can't kill whom his people that is trying to better their life, and people make advantage of that. And if you watch this our struggle, men and women, mothers and fathers, old people are in this struggle. Why? Because it's a purely ordained and it is natural and peaceful. So, but we never calculated that something like this may come in. If not, there should have been a machinery to checkmate such careless statement that is putting ourselves in trouble. For example, it is very sad that our mentality is not so strong. We have one here. We have one. I'll give you an instance. We have one person here, a very matured man, His own reason of quitting, supporting this struggle because of such statement, he said that glasses Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is wearing is what he's using to communicate with the thief in Finland. So, in other words, it's because of that we don't know what they have discovered, that through that glass he communicates to this guy. So imagine such mentality, that is because of the glass Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and now they have removed that glass. That is why he's not getting any information again, because they communicate through the glass. So you now begin to understand that the statement alone is not the problem. If we have a society where people are reasoning, that statement, it does not matter, because people are reasoning. When you tell them something like that, they will ask you a question. But in our own case, nobody asks. So in summary, such statements have led so many ignorant and gullible ones into their early graves. You can see what is going on in Biafra land today. So in summary, for us that are into this struggle, for genuine freedom fighters, that statement is a statement from a pit of hell. Is somebody that is insane, somebody that's supposed to take into psychiatric hospital. You are not a member of an organization. You never registered. You don't contribute financially. It doesn't participate in the process, such as demonstration, 1 million march, going to meeting. You are never seen in such gathering. But you sit in a very comfortable place and begin to dish out orders. Of course, we know that enemies of this struggle are behind it. It's not only a pure enemy of the struggle are the one that are piloting the affairs. What you are seeing is just a picture of a person doing the job. So, in summary, we don't have to bother about that, and thank God that we have crossed that Rubicon. And but it's good that we bring it back. Thank you, brother.
Thank you very much, Mazi Obinna. Thank you very much. I want our people to understand that we are on panel. This is my fellow panelists. They are the heavyweights. We are not only the heavyweight. We have a lot of people. Before some people will start shouting now, saying that, what do you mean? Of course, whatever I said, I stand on it. And there is no how you can ever dispute it. Now, let us move in phase 2 of this broadcast that we are here today. And I hope that our people are listening. And I know that you will, all these things we are saying will make sense to you. Unless, like I keep on saying this, except you lack ability, That is when you will never understand anything that we are doing here today. Mazi Paul Achebe, I want to go to the second phase of this broadcast today. Let us talk about Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor. You know, I remember when this Eberima in Finland, the chief infiltrator, you know, when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu set up ESN Dragon, when they raised the dragon flag, this man went to his wall. He has a one iron that he bought from China. He has a dragon head. He brought it out. He was telling people, is it coincidence that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu knows this? When they called ESN, he added Njoku to his name. He said ESN is his name. You know, and again, I remember when Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor came up and praised Ikengu Uruago and Darlington. Eberima felt so bad that even though he claimed that his name is also Ifeanyi, I don't even understand. But now there is a write-up that he put up there that he want to, you know, like debunk. I don't know what he's trying to say, but I want you to, because of course you have saw the article of that Eberima. What do you have to say about Ifeanyi Ejiofor? Because he's trying to tell us that this Ifeanyi Ejiofor is involved. But what do you have to say, Mazi Paul Achebe? The floor is yours.
Thank you, my brother. First of all, we appreciate our able barrister, Ifeanyi Ejiofor, because after Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that young man have sacrificed a lot. He is not just a barrister, but he performed work more than even some members of IPOB, and even sacrificing some of his relative. And I can remember vividly that his personal assistant was burned to ashes because of this very struggle. Now, when you see the attack coming on IPOB lawyer in the person of Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor, that attack is a direct attack to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Because let me tell you, a lawyer have everything it takes to jail anyone. Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor, in his disposal, he can jail Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and he cannot question him. Because if he stand before the court and they concur or argue wrongly or agree with the Nigerian lawyers, he can definitely lose the case. But because he knows what he wants, he argue correctly and they stand on his feet. In 2017, he single-handedly, without anyone's help, bring out Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu boasted when he was addressing Barrister Falana, because Barrister Falana failed to release El Zakazaki of a Shiite Muslim who committed no crime. And you say that if ordinary Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor can release me from prison, what are you doing, you that called yourself a son, to tell that Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor is worth more than a son? Now, let us bring it to what the thing in Finland is doing. He is trying everything to bring divide and conquer in IPOB legal team, because he knows that after the leadership, the next root or backbone of IPOB is the lawyers, because every lawyer has what it takes to save person and to commit the person. Ifeanyi Ejiofor knows the truth of the activities of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and he knows where Mazi Nnamdi Kanu stands. So what he is doing now is to weaken Mazi Nnamdi Kanu directly, because if I say indirectly, maybe he is doing the attack unknowingly. But he knows what he's doing, because once you weaken a lawyer, automatically the person will go in for it. So the attack now is a direct attack to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The question the followers should ask him, what is the purpose of attacking Ifeanyi Ejiofor? Did you have your own lawyer that you will use to replace him? What is holding you if Ifeanyi Ejiofor is not doing it right? Why can't you hire the lawyer that will do it right and send somebody to meet Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in DSS to sign for the lawyer to represent him? Because Ifeanyi Ejiofor don't stand any chance of telling or depriving any lawyer not to defend Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The only person who can sign a lawyer to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu don't give you go ahead, you cannot defend him. That was the reason when I had the other stark illiterate called Wasofa say that Ifeanyi Ejiofor stop 3 or 4 barristers not to come in on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu case. Ifeanyi Ejiofor is just a worker serving Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu can wake up and say, thank you for your service, but from now on, I don't want your service any longer, and take another person. So that position is not for Ifeanyi Ejiofor to decide, it's for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Simon knows all these things. Then he decides to play the role of the script they write for him by trying to distract Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor, because he don't have any case against him, rather than coming out to fabricate lies. And when he said these lies, the gullible ones will now believe, but they will fail to ask him, give us your own lawyer. Let this your lawyers go and free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. How much can you use to hire a lawyer? If with $10,000 you can be able to hire any lawyer in Nigeria. With $20,000 you can hire a lawyer. With, let me say, the highest lawyer any legal team you can hire is not up to $100,000. And he boasted that he have raised a lot of funds and he cannot use it. So what I see there, the things I see there is that he is trying to distract Ifeanyi Ejiofor, number one, and to instigate division among the legal teams, number two, and to make sure that when Ifeanyi Ejiofor lose focus, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be jailed, so that he will continue extracting and scamming our people, so that he will continue raising fake funds and claiming to be in charge of ESN. Believe you me, he is afraid of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu coming out, because that will be the end of the road for his fake fundraising and fake claims of being in charge of Eastern Security Network, of being a spokesperson of Biafra, of doing this and that. Because once Mazi Nnamdi Kanu comes out, that will be the end of the journey for him, end of the road. So he is trying everything to keep himself relevant before the gullible ones. But Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have already distanced himself from him. When Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor issued 7 directives from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and I picked number 6, where he used the word dissident, and I asked the autopilot to ask Simon Ekpa to define to them what is dissident, because dissident is the act of opposing the authorized authority, opposing policy of a state or of organization, which Simon is the one doing all those things, operating outside IPOB leadership. These are the reasons why he's doing everything to make sure that he keep on playing with our people's emotion and playing with their brain and using their blood to do fundraising, to continue causing havoc in Biafra land. And he want to make sure that he used the name of ESN to commit 1 or 2 crimes that the ESS can present to the court. Say this is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu ESN have been doing. For example, when he come out in public and say he will go and burn an INEC, he will go and burn a pipeline, all those utterances is something that no reasonable person can do. I know some of them will quote me and say that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said the same thing in some of his past video. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu says such thing, go and check the place, what is happening. There is a riot going on and the military are killing people. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu encourage them, say, you can't fold your hands and people continue killing you. Fight back, because you are already dying. And somebody that is going down need to defend himself is called self-defense. Now, nobody is killing you, no riot is going on, no revolution. You are saying you are going to burn INEC. On what ground? What are you doing? If you want to raise flag, raise it and defend the land. So let me not take much time, and my summit here is that attack on Ifeanyi Ejiofor is a direct attack on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and that is to make sure that Ifeanyi Ejiofor lose focus and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be jailed. I want you people to underline that area. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you very much, Mazi. MAP Ezokubondo. We do understand everything that come out from your mouth. I do understand everything. And believe you me, everything is accurate. I also agree with you. Up to date, that thing in Finland never sent any delegation, any lawyer, any representative in that contraption called Damnable Zoo to represent Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But they keep on raising funds every day. They keep on attacking our legal team. Why they don't have any plan at all? These people have no plan. There is no plan at all. And before I will come to you, Mazi Metu, I don't know, maybe this is the reason why the guy is going gaga, because you could, if you haven't forgotten, of course, we have already chosen our part, and everything that we are doing, we are taking record. Somebody like you can never forget about this. The last that the leader of indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's wife, came up and talk about and praise the media warrior and praise the leadership. You remember what that thing in Finland did. And again, Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor come up again, praise the head of the Directorate of State, and praise some media warrior in the person of Ikenga and Darlington, and the guy come up again, begin to go gaga. And I keep on asking myself, and those of them that are following this thing in Finland, does it mean that everybody have to hate this guy? The wife of our leader condemned him. The head of the legal team condemned him. So what are you people waiting for? Once the wife condemned and the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu most trusted, because I will keep on saying this, Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu most trusted. If the most trusted of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu condemned him, Mazi, what are those idiots waiting for? Mazi, the floor is yours. I want you to tell us what you know and the advice you have to give to our people, and also advice you have to give to Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor. He is the head of the legal team. Mazi, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much, the general. Well, like I always say, I wouldn't want to be overflogging issues. The only thing I have to tell our people is that, especially those that are perpetrating this act, they should go and thank the Atiku Abiyama. That this struggle have never put it in consideration to set up a machinery that will begin to channel their energy on those who are deceiving our people, because it leads them to their early grave. And it's also a task on our own side and on the leadership of this struggle, especially when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be out. They should team up together to form a machinery to checkmate those that are, luring this struggle, playing with it, using it to make money, and at the same time making mockery of it. In the case of the criminal himself, it has been established. Like I said, we have done a very great job, which you yourself and Achebe can testify, and two of you also in this journey. We have tried all we could to make sure that our people wakes up, and believe you me, those that are waking up are those that are meant to be with us, and those that are not waking up, they are meant to perish with the flight that or the flies rather that refuse to listen. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's wife went in and saw the husband and came out and began to relay the message. The attack was directed on her. Now it is a Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor. I am not also surprised. And if you can remember, there was a time they had meeting when they were playing this their Idu nonsense and autopilot. They were having meeting, and I remember this criminal left that forum because the lady in Norway, which you call Owa Sophia, was trying to talk against Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor. He, left the group because that time he trying to pull himself out from the Idu. So he need to claim as if he's holy. And if many of you, I think many of you that remember that particular program they were having together with the one they call Biafra Unite or whatever, he left that program. What is his annoyance? He said, I won't be here looking at you insulting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu legal team, so that people will be hailing him. Wow, this guy is intelligent. Now the ball is on his court. He have cleared those ones on the table. He's now trying to bring the man out and begin to ridicule him. But I have to tell you, it's a blessing in disguise. I'm telling you the truth. You may not understand. what is about to the attack on our legal team is a blessing, because sometimes there's a thing to happen in order to wake others up. So many people are still following who are also blind. You know, level of intelligence are not the same. It is grade by grade. Many of us have seen it far. Some people are still waiting, because those of them that are their mentality too low, what they need to hear is action, action, action. They don't care about what is the plan toward that action you want to take to carry on. What will be the consequences? Are you prepared to hold on this war you want to bring in our land? Maybe say to like 10 years.
And the Mazi, before you continue, please, I don't want you to forget about this. Also touch about this 24 hours automento they give to the to zoo people. Continue, Mazi.
Okay. So Mazi, Biafran child, there's a lot of automatum. There's a lot of automatum. Even as you know, we are on countdown. You know, we are on countdown to Biafra. And this is the reason why I told you our people that are supposed to waking up have waking up. I'm telling you the reality. And as me and you is here now, some people are already counting down remaining 100 days for us to be in Biafra. So even if you give 48 hours, 24 hours, we have been hearing different types of ultimatum. They gave 48 hours, nothing happened. So that's why I told many of you that the people that are championing this are the people that wanted to frustrate this struggle and pull it down. A reasonable person will say that, Oga, you give us 48 hours, and the 48 hours are gone, and the onion is still there. And you said that you give a Nigerian government 48 hours to release Nnamdi Kanu. You want to see him in Abia State. Now we are clocking how many? I think today is making it 1 month. If I'm not mistaken, they give that verdict. Today is 1 month. Oga, how far? They will not ask. Why? Because they are inside the project. They are part of the project to frustrate this struggle. So that's why I told many of you there's no cause for alarm. What is happening is what's supposed to happen, because if it didn't happen, our people will not wake up. So any attack on, especially the legal team, I love it. I love it, because those of them that have conscience will say, but Oga, you don't have any lawyer representing our leader. You want him to die there. You want to attack this one. Okay, what of this one now you're attacking? Say, I don't want to work again. And carry his fellow legal team and move. What will happen to our leader? So these are the questions some of them need to ask, but they will not ask because they are with them. So that's why I want to draw it here. No cause for alarm. What is happening is what is supposed to happen, because if it didn't happen, our people will not wake up. Thank you, brother.
All right, my brother. And Mazi, I just want you to use like a minute before we go in phase 3. I also still thanking you all, the fellow panelists, Mazi Achebe Paul, Mazi Obinna, their headache. You must keep on being their headache, and you can never allow them to go scot-free, because we have already chosen our part. Mazi Achebe, what do you have to say about also bombing the pipelines? Because just use 1 minute to talk about it, because you have given another one that they are going to be bombing a pipeline. What does bombing a pipeline has to do with releasing of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Mazi Achebe, the floor is yours.
Thank you, my brother. In the area of bombing pipeline, this is a strategic they are using to pass information to the zoo government to prepare. Because what the guy do is, when he gather some of his gullible followers, because there's a lot of people that are following him that are naive of his criminal activities. Now, he will bring those ones and ask them, what are your ideas? What do you think we can do now to restore Biafra? When the majority give their suggestion, he will come on air to pass that suggestion to Nigerian government. He knows very well that he don't have anything. He don't have what it takes to bomb the pipeline. But he is telling Nigerian government, you can tighten your security in the area of the pipeline, and you can also, maybe when you discover any illegal pipeline, then maybe one of your people that you have disagreement with, because there is a lot of people who are stealing oil, the one that they want to cut off, you can bomb it and say that it is Ipob that bombed that very pipeline. We saw Tompolo is a pipeline guy. So are you going to jump over Tompolo's boys before bombing the pipeline? Or are you going to use Tompolo's boys? Asari is a pipeline guy. Will you jump all those people? Or how do you intend to bomb the pipeline? So these are the strategies he's using indirect to pass information to Nigeria government. and at the same time telling them the strategy they can use to commit Mazi Nnamdi Kanu so that they can jail him or convict him. So he don't have anything. Those are the empty mouth bragging, but he knows what he's doing because he is an agent. Those people that are following him, 90% that are genuine are naive. The ones that knows his activities, they are the ones nothing you can tell them they will agree. They are into it because they hate Mazi Nnamdi Kanu naturally and they don't want Biafra. That is what I will tell you in that area. Thank you.
Thank you, Mazi Paul Achebe. Thank you. We are going to the phase 3 of this broadcast today. I still welcome you to welcome your friends, to welcome your family members to join us, the heavyweight media under the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Like I always tell my people, we have already chosen our path on this Biafran restoration project, either Biafra or nothing. Believe you me, you can't do anything about it. We will keep on enlightening our people, trying to propagate this issue of Biafra in a way that our people will understand. Now, there is a video that I want to play now. We want to go on this. In Finland, he opened a radio. He claimed that he opened a radio called VOB. Now, I want to bring this VOB, and before we play the video finish, Mazi, I would like you to first take part on this. Some people don't even understand what is behind VOB. Some people don't even understand that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu himself have talked about this VOB. And I want people to follow the line. When did this VOB was announced by Eberima? Is it after the adoption of our leader or before the adoption of our leader? That is something that our people have to understand. When did they announce this VOB, their radio? When did that happen? Is it not after when they arrest our leader or when our leader was out here with us? But let us listen to this video, and you people will hear it from the source mouth.
Still on the 8th day of February, you are starting to listen to the voice of Biafra, VOB.
So what is this nonsense? They are trying to draw attention to themselves. Let us see.
Excuse me, my people, there is something I would like to take this video back again. I want you people to write the date that thing in Finland announced that VOB. I want you people to write the date down. And now you will hear the voice of our leader. And you know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, since his adoption, he never make any broadcast. This is a long-term broadcast that they have done about what is happening and about this VOB that they have already now bring back again. Let me take it back, and I will take it back only once. Then we listen when this guy announced his own. And I want you people to check both of them and tell me if it's coincident or not. I don't know, because for him, he will say, na so he be. Oh yeah, let us go.
Still on the 8th day of February, you are starting to listen to the voice of Biafra, VOB.
So what is this nonsense? They are trying to draw attention to themselves. Let us see if they will expose they are behind in the process. The official radio station for all indigenous people of Biafra under the leadership of the Supreme Council of Elders is the voice of Biafra, which can be found at their web. Oh, it is about publicity. Okay. They want to use this thing to gain publicity. And all those Igbo men who are corrupt and disgruntled, where they can go and claim they are Biafra for one day and then go back and be like, is that what this whole nonsense is all about? I thought it was something very serious. Okay. They want to draw attention to say that they have, okay. It is no longer Biafra Voice International. They have changed the name. They have changed the name. Ewo, the Voice of Biafra. I can see that. There is no problem.
The voice
That
of
is
Biafra.
their official radio. Okay, no more BVI. It is now VOB. Very soon it will be COV and VB.
Mazi, I hope every one of you understand what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said here. This is an old broadcast. That is when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu identified this VOB, that this thing in Finland bring back again. So, and he announced this VOB on his page on 8th of February 2022. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did this broadcast before his adoption. So I want us to connect the dots, because some people don't even understand. And Metu, I thank you very much for you. I mean, you are doing a lot of research, because this thing that I find it on your page, that is why I also bring it out here with your name, with your write-up, because it is something that we did not pay attention to. And now it's coming up. So Mazi Metu, I want you to tell us how far you went to get this video and what prompts you to get to this level by making all this big exposition. Thank you, Mazi Metu. The floor is yours. And there will Mazi.
Thank you, brother. I think this is your question how to bring me somewhere that I've never intend to make it open. But they said now all this while this whole saga is going on, ranging from Elohim down to spiritual. You know me, I'm not into spirit like I do tell my followers. I'm a human being. I'm physical. I don't deal with spirit. I deal with human being. Now, when I see these issues is going on, everybody's attacking the leadership. People are confused. People are confused. When the leadership said, those that are listening, they will say, no, we don't want to agree on you. So I say, okay, we have a broadcast Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have made in the past. If I tell you that these days I don't listen to any other music, I don't listen to music. Every time, even at my working place, I have my earphone. I will pick up one program and begin to listen. I stumbled on this particular voice. That was in 2014. So that's what I told many of you, that the people that are behind what is going on is not what you are seeing. These are the enemies of this struggle. Enemies of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in person. Like this voice of Biafra, it was created by this Billion Human Rights Initiatives and the one they call their Council of Elders. They had a problem with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And the only thing they would do, they would just float a radio. And now, as things was going on, those people that have problem with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, just like Obi the one they call Dr. Okado them, they are now behind the scene. They are the one doing these things. They are behind the scene telling these guys what to do. They will call and say, I love what you are doing. Continue what you are doing. You're on the right track. But they know that what this guy is doing is to lead so many people astray, and knowing fully well the mentality of our people. So this particular broadcast, it is very nice that it comes out, and so many of them, because I want our people to hear from the voice of the man they are following. It's not coming out from the voice of a Chike Doziem, whom they have hated out of no reason because of propaganda. So this one is coming from the mouth of their leader, because they said, is it Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that said it? He said it that this is not his own radio, that they went and flow radio to deceive many of you. But guess what? Those that want to frustrate this struggle, they won't pay attention to that voice. Like I said, I am happy for this scenario. I'm very, very much happy. I don't know for you people. I am happy the situation we find ourselves. It made us to know who is who in the struggle. And Biafran child, I want from time to time, you also repeat in this program we are doing today, because you can begin to see morons on the comment section who are asking us we are fighting. We are not fighting.
Mazi, I'm bringing Ejiro very soon. Ejiro will come here. There's no two ways about it.
So what we're saying is that if you have any contrary opinion, that is how a country is being built. You call in and said, young men and women, as the case may be, what you are preaching is false. This is the right thing. This is how a country, not just writing on the comment section, you write, you run away. Yeah, mama, yeah, papa. Come and get this Biafra now. You run away. No. You just come on board. We are not going to insult you. You bring your point. Definitely you may convince us. We follow you. But in nutshell, we are IPOB have no problem. We are not fighting with one another. we are defending this struggle against the internal enemy. Not everybody that is come from Biafra land is their brother. Some of them we are wayward, through their wayward mother gave birth to them during the war. Many of you know what happened to us during the war. There was massacre on our people, and we are forceful rape on our mothers that gave birth to what we are seeing today. Answering the same that we answer. Like I said, the way you are going to know your brother is the person that having the same way of reasoning. Similar, may not be the same, similar. And you can come in here, we debate. Don't just write and run away. So, in nutshell, my brother, that voice and so many other voices is the voice to use to convince those that Mazi Nnamdi have said this in the past. He said, voice of Biafra is a fake voice, is a voice created to deceive our people. And today, those people that created that voice then came back again and told this guy, please, call it voice of Biafra. And they call it voice of Biafra today. And I don't know whether the voice is still on again. The voice has come and died. Nobody's hearing the voice anymore. So just to tell you that whatever that is not genuine can never last. So I just leave it here.
Thank you very much, Mazi Obinna. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And I will come to you, Mazi Paul Achebe, because we are getting the point and we are connecting the dots. You know, sometimes our people won't pay attention, like what Mazi Obinna said. They will come on comment section and begin to write nonsense. I keep on telling them, all your writing, all your write-up and nonsense will end up on comment section. You cannot do anything. We are coming here to open the eyes of our people. We have no problem with people, but we have to tell our people the way it is, so they will stop deceiving you. Mazi Paul Achebe, you see the I don't know, are you going to call it coincidence? Because for him, that is what he's going to call it. So I want to tell you now, I want you to connect the dots that Mazi Nnamdi have mentioned this radio station that is not part of us. They are deceivers. They are those people that are coming to put our people in a state of imagination. And I want you to also understand this. This announcement that happened on the 8th of February was after the kidnap of our leader and rendition to that contraption called Daminibuzu. Now he came up with the same voice that Mazi Nnamdi himself told us that these people are criminals. How come now this guy bring this VOB back again? Mazi, the floor is yours. I want you to connect the dot. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mazi Okechukwu, the Biafran child, the general himself. You know, I will not call it a coincidence. The reason I will not call it a coincidence is that he knows before going for it. What you can call a coincidence is that maybe I just come to this program. I don't know you are coming, or we never plan to come. And unfortunately, we meet here. I will ask you, what a coincidence. But what we plan here, what we are doing here is not a coincidence. we know we are coming here today. So, when you see the voice of Biafra, what the guy did is the moment after planning everything, the Nigerian government planned to kidnap Mazi Nnamdi, and they succeeded in kidnapping him. What the guy did is to go back and bring all the enemies of Mazi Nnamdi, because if you check the people he is working, if the government in exile, the fake one they formed, did not leak out, nobody, when I will be telling them that the people there are the enemies of Mazi Nnamdi, nobody will believe that somebody like Felix Onyeisi is working with Simon Ekpa. So is that also a coincidence? So he will unite with the people that Mazi Nnamdi have expelled because of their criminal activities. Because you cannot bring your deadness in IPOB, no room for criminality in IPOB. So he unites with the enemies of Mazi Nnamdi, those who have tried to destroy Mazi Nnamdi, but they failed. He now joined force with them to try to carry out their mission. So those ones who have tried before and Mazi exposed them, like this Bilia human rights, the elders in council or whatever that he is still using, parading themselves as the elders in Biafra land. All these people, they are underground working with him. That is why he cannot be able to tell Biafrans who are the structure of the autopilot and the leaders. He cannot announce it because that will be the end of the road for him the moment he will announce it. So the VOB, Mazi have already preached about it and make Biafrans to know that these people have formed VOB to attack and oppose the restoration of Biafra, so that you will be aware, so that you will not be taken unaware. Like the question I asked when they announced this very VOB, with which name do they use to register it? Biafra, Radio Biafra was registered in London with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu name. Where did they register VOB? Which name? And what are the things you need to know about VOB? Those things are not made public, because if he make it public, the people, the ones that are naive will regain their senses and make U-turn. That is why he keep on telling them that the VOB is registered with the autopilot, everybody. Did Mazi Nnamdi Kanu register Radio Biafra with the name of everybody? No. It functions with somebody's name. So he knows that the names they used to register VOB are the name of the enemy of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will come out, they will tell you that the VOB was hacked. They cannot recover it again. That is what they will tell you. So all these things that he is doing, I want Biafrans to understand that if you are still following that man, know that directly you have made yourself an enemy of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Number one, you have made yourself enemy of Biafra restoration. You cannot say you are not informed. If you are not informed, you are deformed. So, and ignorance is not an excuse before the law. So all the people, the main reason the VOB was formed is to make sure that they accomplish the agenda of the Nigerian government, to make our people to start thinking different and to deceive them and make them to start abandoning their target, which is Biafra restoration. And he want to divide people to start saying, oh, IPOB is no longer concentrating. They are now fighting themselves. For that, I will not be part of the people fighting themselves. Now, let me go and join P2B. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu come out, I will then come out. That means if you are part of those that are joining P2B, waiting for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to come out before you will come out, know that they have succeeded in taking you. You have helped them to achieve their mission. So you better stand on your feet and say no to what you're supposed to say no to. Say no to the wrong thing. So without taking much time, my submission is that whatever VOB is not a coincidence. He planned it and he worked with the enemies of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This is their plan and they are doing it step by step. Watch out for the next month script. You will be surprised. Thank you, my brother.
All right. Thank you very much, Mazi Paul Achebe. We are going to go in phase 4 of this broadcast. We are going to talk about this alliance with some of Biafran people, those criminals in Biafra land, that because we remember there is a time, if I'm not mistaken, that was 2 months ago or 3 months ago, when that thing in Finland came up and began to tell us that they have already united the whole agitators that they have in Biafra land. They are now together to move forward. And I begin to ask myself by then, who that these people, this guy united together, or he bring them in one umbrella? Because that is what he's trying to tell people. Mazi Paul Achebe, after I finish, I want you to start with this. I know that you know this picture very well. You know this picture very well. That is when they were coming together, say they have formed alliance, they have done this, they have done that, they are coming to bomb, they are going to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in one day. After then, we are going to do this. You know, I keep on asking myself, does it mean that our people don't use their sense? But Mazi Paul Achebe, I want you to explain to us what really happened between these people, because today they were no more together. And the guy Innocent himself have come out and say that and they are doing this to be able to divide our people. So, Mazi Paul Achebe, I want you to say something about this photo that we are having here. I don't want to show the video, but I want you to say something. What are they doing? Are they still together today or not? Take over the floor, Mazi Paul Achebe.
Thank you. Permit me to laugh a little bit because this is laughable. You know, one thing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have never done in his life or in this very struggle is to give you money to join him or to use money to form alliance with you. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have not done it, and the IPOB leadership have never done such thing, because alliance is if you bring, I bring, we join it. When I am down, you help me out to rise. Now, Innocent Orji was doing his own thing, jejeje, and when Nigeria government want to penetrate him, they use Simon Ekpa. What you see here, the Innocent Orji is somebody, because if you are not greedy, you will not fall in the hands of 419. For you to fall into the hands of 419, you must be a greedy person. That is when the 419 can capture you. So I will use the word that Innocent Orji is somebody that is greedy. He is hungry. He need money. That was the reason Simon Ekpa was able to use money to penetrate him. And the moment Simon discovered his camp, because Simon said to him, what can you offer? What are your capacity? What can you do? I want to know what you can do, how your power, everything about you. And he explained to Simon that here are my capacities. I have some, he call it measles, but I call it knockout, because that is not a measles. So I have some knockouts that I can use to, when I do it, people will believe you me. Then after explaining all his capability to Simon Ekpa, Simon now tell Nigeria government, this is his power and this is his hideout. So if you want to be destroyed, you have alliance with the infiltrators, which is the autopilot. Go and check it. After within barely 1 month, he has alliance with the other boy called Prince Way, Richard. He was arrested in Imo State, and they go through him and they see that he is nobody. After seeing that he worth next to nothing, then they freed him, because the Nigerian government has nothing to do with nobody. If I tell you that Idara Gold is more important to the Nigerian government than these two people you are seeing here, don't argue with me. That is pure truth, because the mentality, the mental tough of Idara Gold can give many Biafrans hope more than the people you are seeing their picture here. And after the DSS go through them, they leave the other boy called Prince Way. Now, the Nigerian government want to know the power of Innocent Orji, because he have already have a connection with their agent. And for the Nigerian army to locate exact point and when to strike, you are the person who leak your secrets to the person who bring the army, because no matter how weak you are, the enemies cannot penetrate you without knowing that you are weak and how to enter you. They must have a strategy. When they tell you that they were checking for their brother that was kidnapped or their member that was kidnapped, all those things is what I call fallacy, just to make up a story. So Innocent Orji killed himself by coming to form a fake alliance, because I must say that he is the one who gave the chance for Simon Ekpa to come in. If he did not extend the hands, Simon will not come in. And accepting money, if you want to catch a alosi, I don't know how we call it, sharan, then you now penetrate alosi. So Simon used money to penetrate him because he is greedy. So all this fake alliance you are seeing here is to deceive our people. Alliance is what can you offer? What have they done to restore Biafra on their own? They have done nothing. In the other hands, these two people, Innocent Orji and the other person, who know them in Biafra land? Nobody. They are just using them to catch crews. So in rounding up on this their issue, Innocent Orji was infiltrated by Simon Ekpa, and Simon Ekpa sold him out because the problem started the moment he found out that Simon cannot give what he promised, and he tried to stand on his own as he have been doing before. Then Simon come for him and send Nigerian military the same way he have sent Nigerian military to kill other people he have worked with. So I blame Innocent Orji to what is happening to Innocent Orji. There is one article, although I have treated the issue, where he wrote that our people need to unite, that he never knew that Biafrans are divided in this extent. And I asked him, when Simon approached you, did he approach you as an autopilot organization, or he approached you as an IPOB representative? Because you know Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the leader of IPOB. You know that DOS is a IPOB leadership. How did you now go into agreement and accepting Simon as a Biafran spokesperson under which organization? So you cannot play a naive role in this place. He knows everything. Now he is reaping what he sowed. So he helped Simon Ekpa to divide the Biafrans and convince some gullible ones the more. Now, when he reap what he sowed, he is trying to play an emotional game, which I don't accept in any way. He has to face the consequence of his actions by recognizing nobody to be a spokesperson of an organization he does not belong. If Simon Ekpa approach him and he say to him, hey, Simon, you are not a member of IPOB. IPOB have a media publicity secretary, Emapoafu. Innocent Orji is aware of it. IPOB have leadership. If I want to form alliance with IPOB, I have to pass the through channel. I have to follow the procedure, which is contacting the leadership. When he contacted Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he went to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's compound, and Mazi told him, I have been waiting for long for you to come. Not only him, others. So when he wants to come for the second time, he now leave Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that he went to for the first place, and now going to Simon Ekpa to form alliance with the name of IPOB autopilot. So that is unacceptable, and they have to face this consequence. Thank you. Let me not take much time.
Thank you very much, Mazi Paul Achebe. Thank you very much for this wonderful analysis that you gave to our people. And I know our people are getting the point. Except you lack ability, then that is when we cannot do anything about it. Mazi Obinna, their headache. I want you to also tell us what do you understand about this alliance. And as you are going into your own speech, I want you to also understand that those people that this Ebirima have infiltrated, I can count many of them: Baby Bush, Ntiwa, Double Lion, and what they call it. A lot of them, half of them today, they have sent them to Chukwu Okikabia. And the half of them today, they are in DSS dungeon. Mazi, I want to ask you this question. Does it mean that our people don't reason? Does it mean that our people don't want to ask questions? That those people that this guy have infiltrated, half of them have gone. The rest that remain are in Chukwu Okikabia. And our people never seems to understand that this guy is playing a script that they gave to him. Mazi, what do you have to say and the advice that you have to give to our people? The floor is yours. Thank you.
Thank you very much, the Biafran child. Before I continue, and I want to touch a little bit on this alliance because we have to also call a spade a spade. From my own point of view, that alliance is alliance in the eyes of the gullible followers. But to Innocent Orji, he never came to alliance with him. He said, like I think I repeated that clip sometimes ago, he told Innocent Orji, he's the one, look, in fact, as it stands now, they are blaming the media team of Innocent Orji as the one that led these people in. Because they are the one that have been struggling, that they want to meet Innocent Orji. The reason why they want to meet Innocent Orji is to convince the gullible follower that he is into alliance with Innocent Orji, knowing fully well that our people love action. They love anything. They don't want to know the consequences They don't want to know whether there's any plan about it. They just want to see somebody shooting something like a rocket inside the bush. They like it. If you can do it, brother, you are the one doing something. They don't care whether you're even working against them. So this guy wants to attach himself in the scene of innocent Toji, so that our people will say, oh, he's aligning himself with people that have action. So now he went to innocent Toji, not as an alliance. He said, I want to help to feed your men on ground, to give you money for feeding. So he now came on his platform and told the gullible follower that we are now into alliance. And this is the reason why somebody, I played that clip. They asked innocent Toji, are you in any alliance with anybody? He said, no, I am not in any alliance with anybody. He came to me on August and promised to be giving us feeding money. And he gave out only the month of August. Since that time, we never seen him. So he just wants to fulfill the promise of showing himself in the picture of innocent Toji. That's why he made that video call, to show you that I am speaking with him. So that when the gullible ones see innocent Toji shooting this thing they are doing inside the bush, doing Rambo style, inside the bush, nobody knows what their plans was. Because for me, this is not a tactic. You are showing your enemy your strength, what you have. How many times have you seen Nigerian government displaying the armament they have, displaying what they're being sent to them by Pakistan or by America? Our people they love show. That's why they need action. Now we need action now. They don't give a shit what will happen to their leader who is in the enemy camp. So in this case of alliance, he never went for alliance in the first place. He went to attach himself in order to deceive his gullible followers that he's with innocent Toji. And as God may have it, that young man came and said, please, the People's Army, which he called it, the People's Army is never in any alliance with anybody. He made it clear. So going forward to what is in this alliance, and you can also testify, not only innocent Toji, we also hear the one of alliance of Biafran government in exile. Those one also did their own jamboree, and today the people that we are being alliance with him are now enemies. They are calling them criminals because they overshadow him. So I wouldn't want us to overflow issues. But the main thing I want to leave here is that if you know you are on a comment section, if you know you are watching us, and you want to come in as an opposition. I didn't say to come here and begin to say, oh, what people are saying is the truth. No, we love opposition. Tell us, Biafran child, Paul Achebe, Mazi Metusela, what you people are discussing here is irrelevant. Then you now tell us what we should discuss. Because sometimes you people use this analogy of focus. I tell you, we are prepared for this job. We are not going to get tired. The people that are doing the job are doing the job. The legal team are doing their job. The Directorate of State are doing their job. Our men in the field are doing their job. This is our own job. Methuselah cannot be on internet and be on ground fighting. I can't fight with mouth. You want me to be telling you that I want to declare war. I want to buy to Kanu. I want to send missile to Nigeria. No. My job is what I'm doing. And what is it? Our job as media is to make sure we expose what is hidden to many of you. And the reason why we continue saying it over and over again, because we understand that some of you, the mentality is too low to understand. That's why we need to hammer it over and over again, so that many of you will understand that we are here to put you through. When things is not going, we tell you things is not going on, so that we cry together. When things is moving, we tell you things are moving. So that's the difference between we and the other side. They only want to tell you what you want to hear. So there's no two ways about it. There's nothing like alliance. Okay, today, where is the alliance? Where is this rocket shooting inside the bush? What have you used to do? Nothing. And now he wrote a very long speech and saying that he never knew that we are so mocking at each other when one is in trouble. Even I'm not even sure whether you are even fighting for Biafra. For me, but I don't want us to attack you. Allow you to do your things. You never use the name of Ipob to defraud anybody. You never use the name of Mazi and Kanu. You are doing your things as Biafra National Guard. I wouldn't want anybody to attack them. That was my stake. But I can't come out and convince people that yes, you are working for Biafra restoration. I don't know. So this is how I have to leave it here. Our people should be very careful. Those that are careful are already careful. Those that are not listening are the ones that want this struggle to die off. So I remain standby.
Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you very, very much. We have listened a lot, and we are going to go in phase 4 of brothers. We have a lot of things. we have to begin to people so that they deceived, so that they will not use their brain to shakara. That is why we're here. And if we don't trying to tell our people the way it is, some of our people, they may deport them because of things they don't even know. Some people is out there, somebody that has no document is telling you that is going to give you. You want to say something, Mazi? Okay, say, continue.
I wouldn't want to delay. I just want to. That's why we have to pay attention to the comment section, even though he may be just asking, but we have to do. Somebody is asking us. We should show him a proof where Innocent Toji said he is not in any alliance. I have it. So as you are speaking, Biafran child, do you have it? If you don't have it, I can send it to you.
Mazi, I don't have it. Send it to me. Let me play it.
Okay, continue while I bring it. Continue while I bring it.
Okay, so let us play this one, and that person should wait and see the video. So what I'm doing now is something that they are coming to deceive our people. They are coming to tell our people, because there is something about these people, these autopilot people. Whenever they see that there is a good development or our people are getting it right, they will come with their, with their idiocy and deceit. I remember when our sister Omote got his UNP through this struggle that we're up, and the lady was rejoicing, even though he tell us to help him to rejoice and thank Chukwu Kikabiam and the leadership. And believe me, we did so, because I posted that his picture on Biafran Time, and believe you me, he went viral. If that video is not up to 5,000 likes and share. So we did our work, because it's very, very good for us. When something good happens to our own, of course, we are going to rejoice with the person. So after that thing happened, that incident happened, they bring another way of, stealing from our people. I hope all of you are there. Are they there, or they remove you people? I hope you people are there. Mazi Paul.
Yes, we are here. We are here.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Margaret P. So there is one video that I want to show our people today. I want you people, some of you that have ability to read, some of you have taken a paper from international, some of you that are using, even though Nigerian passport, some of you that are using Ghana passport, some of you that are using, having resident in where you base. I want you all to tell me if this thing is right, or they are just deceiving our people. After our sister, they came up with how can somebody that has no document will begin to give you UNP? I don't want to say so much. Let me play the video so that our people will listen. After the video ends, Mazi Metu, I want you to take over the floor, please.
In Nigeria, you need present your passport. Man, ne kukan mega yenti. Ekukam Mazi Simon, I think in 2020 or 21, no 2020. Or say that now, if they don't give us Biafra, we are going to take it from diaspora and bring it home. This is it. So like I saw Munnim, they name out of very ignorant. They didn't retire the United Nations passport. That is another way, another big sacrifice. A year ago, that's another big sacrifice. Once you get it.
And again, I want you people, as you people are listening, pay attention to what this guy is saying. He said there is another way. I don't know, maybe you people are getting the point. Our sister Efe got his UNP through the right source. This guy is telling you there is another way. My people, if I may ask you, Metusela, you are living in Europe, Paul Achebe, as the video will end, you people will go. Is it another way you can have a Austrian document apart from the right way? I don't want you to hold it there. The same question goes to you, Paul Achebe. You have a document. Do you have your document in right way, or there is another way? Because I'm trying to let our people understand the difference between what these people are saying. This guy here has no document, but he wants to give you a United Nations passport. Let us continue.
The United Nations, man, for this lady. Omotala or Omota TV. That you go to me, you go to girl. Every music we thank him long. Every music we thank him. These are for people that maybe only.
I was on a mission in Germany. I'm not ordinary. I used to live in Wiesbaden
My
Army Air
brother.
Base. Yeah.
My brother.
Uh-huh.
My brother. Chelo, you don't need to introduce yourself. Like you watch my program, I can demand introduce themselves. Because I will tell you the truth. Aside from that one, I don't need your introduction. But I actually
I have no business coming to Germany.
Take over the floor.
Yes, for me, those of them that are watching, I think if they could, because it's a very long video, and I would this floor in issue of this, I would want our brother Paul Achebe to do justice to it, because he himself is in possession of what this guy is showing us now. You understand? So I want him to, but before he can talk about it, I want the person in comment section to listen to this. This is what is his name? Innocent Oji, denying that he is not in alliance with anybody. If it's not clear, you tell me. Biafran child. Let me see if he's coming out.
Wonderful people of Biafra, lovers of freedom.
Wait.
It's still the same person. Why am I here? I'm here for a very particular reason. Alliance. It is called alliance. And I know it sounds good, huh? So good. And people don't know this. So when somebody is asking you,
Mazi.
where is your roadmap?
Mazi.
Yeah.
The roadmap we have is the combination.
Mazi, is that in on your phone?
The roadmap we have is that the Biafra government in exile has been activated. The roadmap we have is that all armed groups in Biafra land is under auto-piloted IPOB. Separate army has no alliance with anybody. Separate army has no alliance with anybody.
I don't know whether he came out clear. Right?
Yes. Mazi Obinna, I heard it sound and clear. He said Biafran guard has no alliance with anybody.
Yes.
He said it. Yes. And I hope we have replied to that guy.
Yes.
He have heard it right, so that he will take it to his master and tell him what Innocent Oji said. He said he has no any alliance with anybody. But the chief infiltrator said, according to him, because he's there to deceive our people, he said he has alliance with Innocent Oji. And I hope we have answered that person that was writing, because they only come on comment section. You can't even see their face at all. You cannot even see their face. Let us so what we want to try here, Mazi, this video is like 12 minutes, but let us explain. Let me explain to what let us explain. Let me take the video back, because we are not going to begin to play it. Later we are going to publish it. So what I want our people to see is this. Let us see this. 1 minute. Is the video there?
Okay. Nigeria.
Okay.
Present your passport.
What we are trying to say on this video now is this. This guy said he claimed that he have United passport. I don't know if any of you ever seen before, even though when he was talking to the guy that was having that conversation with him, he himself don't even know that man is an ex-military officer in America, the highest military in this world we are talking about today. The man served in America, and the man still living in America. But he was challenging the man because he don't even know who the man is. And I'm still telling Kendremo that we are living together here in Germany. I want him to give me his address. Let me come and meet him there so that we can talk about this. Can Kendremo, please, I want somebody to send him a message that the Biafran child want his address. I want to come, so that he will prove it. All this thing that he's saying to me, I want him to prove it. He don't need to be waiting from somebody from America to buy a ticket. I can get to him within 2-3 hours to 6 hours. Maybe if he's living in Berlin, if he's living in Dortmund, it depends where he resides. I will come there in a day. I want to come and confirm it. If he truly say what he's saying is true. Nobody ever used cap before in anything international. We are talking about international now. Of course, it may happen in the zoo because zoo is an animal kingdom, but we want to prove it. Mazi Metu, I want you to tell us what you have to say about this, deceit from these autopilot gangs. Tell us, Mazi, please.
Like I
Or
said,
Mazi Achebe want to say something. I don't know.
yeah,
Okay.
yes, I wouldn't want to say much. I will. That's what I want to say. Emma, I want to leave this issue because I have already discussed it a little bit with Mazi Paul Ajebe. I never knew that the same situation is what he have, so he can explain it better to our people.
Okay, Mazi Paul Achebe, I want you to take over the floor, please.
Thank you, my brother. This issue now, I don't want to say. I will be showing you people one after the other. First of all, passport. This is passport. There is nothing like this passport. This is not a passport. When you check what they call United Nations passport, I want you to read what is here. I believe it can come out. Are you people seeing it?
You can read it out because they are not seeing it here.
Okay. Here, the right union.
Mazi, wait. Read it out. If they like, let them believe. If they don't like,
no, that's why I showed it very clear, so
yes,
that they can read it by themselves.
Good.
So that they can still screenshot it.
Yes. Continue.
We hate lies. Europe and Germany function together. They are in European Union. For those of you who don't know, this passport, first of all, Europe don't issue UN passport to any person, because for you to have UN passport, automatically you will go to commission in the UN office, not that country's commission office. So this is European passport. It covers you in all countries within European Union or in agreement with Genovan Conference. Yes, agreement. Now, when you read it here, it is written in Italian language. Unione Europea, Repubblica Italiana, Documento di viaggio per i rifugiati, that is European Union, Republic of Italy, traveling document for refugee, that is for people that seek asylum, for asylum seekers. Convenzionale del 28 luglio 1951, that is the convention of the 28th July 1951. Travel document, it is written in English here. Convention of 28 July 1951. Titolo di viaggio. Now, when you open it, the first page, this is my passport. I can show you so that all of you will see it. And I want him to show us his own like this. You will see it here. After you see it, this is the first page of it. Let them copy the number to tell them that I am not lying about anything.
Mazi Paul Achebe, why you don't wear cap? Why?
Now, the reason you will not the reason you will not wear cap is because it's not allowed for you to wear cap and take passport. Even for your own CV you will submit for searching of work, it's not allowed to use cap. Even eyeglass, most of the times, is not allowed because your eye bulb has color. Your forehead has shape. And that picture, when you want to scan if this is me, there is a camera you will put on this picture. If I wear cap, that camera cannot capture it. The camera will not detect if I am in this picture. And when you check at this passport, it has two pictures, not one. It has my 2 pictures. So the European passport don't have 1 picture. If he is talking about, and this passport is not coming alone. This passport come with this. This is resident permit. When you check, I cannot have what is it called? Another thing here and have another thing in another side. When you check here now, they must write it here. Asylum. Wait, I don't want to show some numbers here. When you check something, you will see under it, they must indicate that this person is an asylum under protection, which means anywhere I enter, I cannot use this thing you are seeing here to travel. If I enter any airport and I present this thing, they will throw it out. This is a permesso di soggiorno. That is the document that permits me to stay Italy here. This is it. This document here don't permit me to stay Germany. If I want to come Germany today, this is what I will use. And this is called passport. Passport analog here. What he is showing you there is like this. So if this is passport, where can you stand it?
Mazi, let me ask you a question because I want to also understand something. I'm not into this kind of EU passport. Does it mean that there is no ID card attached with the passport, or do you mean that passport come alone?
No, passport cannot come alone.
Okay.
Now, how can you get your passport? You come to seek asylum here in Italy. I'm using Italy because I've been in Germany and I know how to seek asylum in Germany. I know how it functions too. Because when you come to Germany, the first thing they will check is to thumbprint you. Once they thumbprint you, any country you have been here in Europe will appear there. And once it appeared, they will return you back there. If you like, stay there, they will not give you any sojourner in Germany. Now, for you to have this, you will go to what we call commission. You will first of all stay in Italy here, they call it centro accoglienza, which is in a popular language, they call it camp. When you stay in camp, you can stay 1 month, 2 months, 1 year, 3 years. They will call you and ask you, why do you leave your country? You now start telling them the reason you leave your country. Maybe you tell them your life is in danger. For example, I use IPOB to seek asylum. That was in 2016 that I got this passport.
So you are telling us also is because of IPOB you get this passport, right?
Yes.
So that means that our organization is intact, that the world knows about it, right?
Exactly.
Continue.
So before you don't think it's intact? Oh, brother.
No, Mazi. I want to, Mazi, the reason, of course, I understand people, you have to, the way I ask this question now, I want to be opposition to this.
You are passing a message. Passing a message. I know.
Continue.
Now, when I went there, I told them, they asked me the same question. I told them that my life is in danger. First of all, they will need to know why your life is in danger. You are an IPOB, right? I told them I'm an IPOB member. Now, where they will know where the document they ask, after telling them everything that happened, they will tell you who knows that you are an IPOB member. Who in this country, who is your coordinator? Where do you people have meeting? You cannot give them address in their own country that they don't know. Now you begin to tell them you are having meeting here. This is your coordinator. They will say, okay, mention your name of coordinator, not nickname, the name he used to know. So you must know your original name of your coordinator in that very country. Once you mention it, they will type it and they will ask you the phone number. They will say, okay, who mention your leadership? You must mention at least minimum 5 members of your leadership. Go ahead.
What if you tell them that you used to have your meeting in internet? Is it allowed?
It's not allowed.
So internet is not allowed.
Internet is not allowed.
Okay.
Continue, Mazi. Continue, Mazi. You are opening our eyes. I'm telling you. All these things is why I said we have chosen our path. Continue, Mazi.
So when you tell them, you mention the names of your leader. Like me, they asked me to mention the name of the leaders of IPOB, which I mentioned Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They type in your front, they will type it Nnamdi Kanu, and the picture will appear. They will now tell you about him. He's living so place. Is that true? You will say yes. Then as of then, this Okalovieri, Uchemefo was still a deputy. I mentioned his name. After they now verify it, they will say, okay, who is our publicity or the secretary? They ask me, they don't want me to be mentioning line by line. They jump and they ask me, who is our publicity? Which, as of then, I mentioned Emma Powerful. Because Emma Powerful have been handling that position since 2014. But many of them think he assumed the office yesterday. And I mentioned it. Then now, okay, I should mention the national coordinator of Italy. As of then, it was Michael Iruanya. Ask him if they contacted him. I never told Michael Iruanya that I was going to commission for Biafra. But he knows because they verify it. Ask him. They will not tell that they will verify, but they will call the person because they will ask you for the phone number or email. Then I measure. They now ask me to mention the leader that is not in Italy, but is a member of IPOB outside Italy. I mentioned Biggie, which is Augusta. He was one of the leaders in Morocco back then. He is today in Europe. They will type any name you mention. That was when I know that every members of IPOB leadership, their names are in internet. Once I mentioned it, after it, they now tell me to bring a letter or paper that shows that this organization knows you, since you are a member of this organization. That will be then you will meet your coordinator to bring a letter. They call it letter of recognition. So if you that is going for asylum and the Gumi tell you that he will go and give you paper to go and give them, remember that you are telling them that you are a member of government in exile, because you cannot be IPOB and they bring paper of government in exile to seek asylum. It's two different things. So that is when you will now go to your coordinator, which I went to my coordinator, my former coordinator, Daniel Nwachukwu, in Milan, not even in my region. Because as of then, I attend meeting in Milan. He can testify. I am saying this in open so that people we can go and confirm. I am mentioning them so that they will know that I don't come here to fabricate issues. Which Daniel consults the national, and they give me the letter of recognition. Before I got this very document, what they give me is 2 years document, which I rejected the document. I myself, I reject 2 years document. And they asked me why did I reject it. I told them that I am an IPOB member. You don't give IPOB member humanitarian document. Because humanitarian document means that I am sick. I am not sick. I didn't come to hear that I am sick. I told you people, I am not sick. So don't give me a humanitarian document. They say I must take it. I said no. I took a lawyer. Because I don't argue what I don't know. When I took a lawyer, we went to court. They say, the question they asked me, why do you reject your first document? You are not an Italian person. They are trying to help you. I say, because I'm an IPOB member. I didn't come here because I want to come. I came here because my life is in danger. And the law says that anyone passing political persecution need to be protected. I need to be protected. And they asked me the evidence who have gone for commission using IPOB to get document. I should bring the person's story and the letter of recognition of the person with the person's address, so that before somebody will tell you you can go and get this thing, don't think that it's something you will go and get, or somebody will sit down and write a letter and they will tell you to do it. It passed a very difficult processes, which I contacted Oyster Antidote. He knows me. He sent me all his own documents because he used IPOB to get document. He sent it to me. I present everything before the court and before the judge. Then at that point, they say I must be present. Most of times, your lawyer can go, but when you speak by yourself, you will be present. I stand before the court. They ask me, is it the whole Anambra that Nigerians are killing? Because they will ask you, are you an IPOB member? Yes. Are you a Biafran? Yes. Which state are you from? You will mention. Is that state, are there Biafrans? If you answer yes, you must defend a lot of questions, which your answer must be yes, because you cannot say half of Anambra is Biafra, half is a Fulani. No. When you answer yes, you say the second question they will ask you, why are they not killing the rest? Why do you run out? Because since they are killing Biafrans, they need to kill every Anambra person who is a Biafran. At this point, those of you who are saying everybody is indigenous people of Biafra, that is when you will say because you are a member of IPOB. Not everybody is a member of IPOB. Everybody is a Biafran.
Mazi, hold on before you continue. I saw one comment here. He said that Mazi, don't expose the enemy. Don't expose what you did. I want our people to understand. All these things that Mazi, MAP is saying, all these things is due process. Is calling names. Do you want to tell me that the autopilot will now go and call Mazi Chikedozian and Mazi Chikedozian will listen to him? You want to tell me that you, autopilot, will go and take a letter to go and submit, they will listen to you? All this thing is due process. There is no how you can form it. You cannot say government in exile and they will give it to you. It's due process under the leadership. Now you understand there's no exposition here. He's telling you how he got his document. And you can see it's under the leadership. That to show you that IPOB is recognized all over the world. Apart from that, you are just wasting your time. Mazi, continue. Thank you very much.
No, if he is okay, go ahead.
For me, I would have said you should cut the story short because you are helping others, the morons who are doing their own meeting on internet, who doesn't know anything. Their ears now are open. They may even copy this and go and study it because many of them are seeking asylum. So they now begin to, when this guy said everybody who is seeking asylum should come to Zoom meeting, all of them, everybody is trooping. So now you are giving them expo what they don't know because they don't have any place of meeting point. That's why I asked, what of internet? Is it allowed to say we have our meeting? That's why I asked that question. So it may give you here because we are teaching them.
Okay, Mazi, cut why
I will cut it, but if they are afraid of this document expired 2021 and I am using the proper Italian document, which is citizen, because like I said, it was issued 2016, 5 years, ended 5 plus 16 is 21. We are in 2022. I am not. If I want tomorrow, I will tell it. I have denounced Italy. Then the paper will carry it, or knowing that I tear the expired document because it's expired paper, like what he did tearing expired Nigerian passport. So this document was issued 2016, expired 2021. Let me see the date it expired. It expired on the 22nd of April, 2021. They should go and verify it. So to round it up, I am not bragging. Most thing that we give you this thing, I did not say it here. I just mentioned the proofs. But the main thing you will say, the paper that bring this thing is like this. Ask Omote Biafra, she can testify to that. Or ask any person that has this. They will tell you that to get this is not just to come and sit down. I am a Biafran, I'm IPOB, I'm a member. Even when the leadership writes that letter of recognition, it's not a guarantee of getting this. There is something that guarantees this. And that thing is what 99.9% of autopilots cannot get. And I have an internet. And I will not say it here. That is why when autopilot started, I quickly rushed and deleted my channel called Matters Arising. I work in a place where they are issuing documents, where they are going commission. I write stories for people. If you can come across Matters Arising TV, I own it. This is what I lecture there. I give lawyers to people here in Italy. Sister Chiamaka Ajare came to me. I helped him.
He says, sister, what do you say?
Sister Chiamaka Ajare. Ask him, he came to me. I showed him road because it's a woman that gave him document and the woman is suppressing him. I told him how to separate his document from the woman. I put him through process. I now have their social media behind money. That is why I rushed to delete that very channel because they will go there and learn, and he will start duping Italian people in the name of seeking asylum. And you seek asylum. Once they give you this document, it's called resident permit. It's only valid in Italy here. This is what valid in Germany, Austria, or any part of the Europe. This is what I will use there. When I am coming to Belgium, I present this one first. Then look it and say, no, take it out. It's expired. They say, bring your normal Carta identity. That is identity card. That is what I am using now. Because Italy don't use permesso di soggiorno. What they use is your identification card. And I will not show my own. But if they want, I can still show them is here with me. So let me
Mazi,
not keep much.
Mazi, keep it before Akukwa na adobu mmadụ here. Akukwa ya adokwa mmadụ.
Before I will round it up. Permesso di soggiorno, you can only pass one procedure, which is through their government. You are my brother. I cannot, even if I have citizens in this country, I cannot help you to secure this. There is difference between working in immigration and seeking asylum. You don't seek asylum in immigration. You seek visa in immigration. Seeking of visa to travel to any place, they will give you visa. This is not a visa. For those of you thinking Simon will give you this, Simon may have a connection to visa access, but he don't have connection to this. This has nothing to do with immigration. I want to seek a visa to travel. No, this is not a work processing visa. This means that your life is in danger and you need protection. Visa, your life is not in danger. And the visa is the another document they can give you when they don't give you this is something they call subsidiary document. They have 3 types of document. Humanitarian document, those that are not healthy. Then you want to stay for sick, to cure, to treat yourself. They can give you that. It can be 5 years or 2 years. But before you will renew it, they will still go and check your sickness again. Or you have what is called permesso di lavoro. That is permission, working permit. That is to work. Document that guarantee you. Like, for example, my younger brother is in Nigeria, for example, and the company where I am, they requested for him to come here to work. They will prepare the document called permesso di lavoro, that is permit working. I will use it to bring him. He is coming to work. He cannot have access to this. What he have is a working permit. He can go back to the country. He can go anywhere with that this thing within Italy here. Then subsidiary is a semi-protection of asylum document. Then that subsidiary, after telling them that you need protection, your everything you tell them, they don't believe it. They say, Onya, hatros lonya. Then in order
in summary, because I think this thing we will have to continue it because our time is about to, we do our thing with a package so that people will still know that we are in touch, we know what we're doing. I want you to summarize what you just said. So I will go to I still have a lot of videos, but we cannot be able to play it again. Probably next Sunday or Saturday, we are still coming on the same issue, continuation of where we stopped. Mazi, continue, please.
So thank you. In summary and on my submission, don't allow any person to tell you that he will give you UN passport. Nobody, no immigrant, no stranger, not even Italian citizen can give you this. The only person that can give you this is the government of the country, and you must pass through procedure of question and the answer, proofs of everything. When the government decide, you will not be there when they will decide. Nobody has power to give you this UN passport or European passport or any country's passport. You alone will do that, and you must know what you are saying. Every activities of IPOB, the country where you are residing, recognize IPOB leadership and everything. If you went and issue fake letter, the moment you present it, they will know because the original letter is with them. The recognition letter of IPOB and the stamp of IPOB and everything about IPOB, they have all of them intact before them. So they want to verify if you are saying the truth. So pay attention and beware of scammers. Thank you and remain blessed.
Thank you, Mazi Paul Achebe. Thank you very much. And I want you people to also understand, according to MAP Eziokwu Obondo 1 of Biafra, remember that all these things that he stated or he said from his mouth, remember that you must contact some people. Not only say it, you will contact them. So I don't know how you want to give them Mazi Chike Edoziem number and how you want to contact Mazi Chike Edoziem. Now you understand. Of course, now it's not only to be talking because you have to contact people. Paul Achebe told us here, he contacted people. So how are you going to call those people? Now, Mazi Obi, I want you to say something. You heard all the things that Paul Achebe said. I want you to also add something before I will come to Paul Achebe. In conclusion, because we are beginning to descend, we are going to continue. We are not coming here just to be talking. Let us give our people the guidelines and leave them to listen and understand. Because when you flog issue too much, they won't understand what to follow. So, Marco Binna, take over the floor, please.
Yes. Thank you, our brother. I still want to remind those watching that you still have opportunity to join us if you are opposing what we are saying. If you want us to begin to start giving action on internet and you are so much annoyed that we're supposed to give action on internet, please, you can also call us and direct us what we are doing is not what we're supposed to do. This is the job of media. I know sometimes it may be paining you because you are ill-educated, just like expecting CNN to go and start fighting war in Afghanistan and stop broadcasting and telling the people or the world rather what they're supposed to know. Our job is to expose the lies. Our job is to make sure we carry everybody along. Our job is to continue guiding our people. So in this issue of document, when I saw it, not everybody in Western world is intelligent. I will put it in that way. So many of us are gullible, I tell you. Some people saw that particular exposition when this guy was doing that exposition. The man that called him was an ex-American soldier and worked under United Nations. So he knows much about this. When he's telling this guy, please, they don't wear cap to, do passport. He started argument. At the end of the day, he started threatening the man. And if you watch the comment section of the guy, some people that are in Europe, they are saying, oh, guy, you don't know what you are talking. It's true. You can wear cap. You can wear anything you want to wear to take pictures. I begin to go into their profile. Sometimes you see people like this, you feel as if you want to vomit. You understand? Because sometimes our people, is a rumor to say that our people are intelligent. We are not intelligent. We have been hearing this say we are intelligent. No, we are not, brothers. We are not. This scenario have made me to understand that we have a long way to go. Is a room. Anybody that tell you we are intelligent, slap the person and say is a rumor, because we are not. From what I've seen, we have a long way to go. So these are the things that are crystal clear. You don't wear your face cap in taking your passport. You are seeking asylum. You say you want to, because anybody who say you need a United Nations passport or whatever, if I'm wrong, Paul Achebe, you have to correct me. You don't have to have Nigeria written in your passport. You don't have to have, because you say you are running away from there. So why having it in the same passport or in the same card? You don't have to have it.
You can't see Nigeria here. What you can see, this is written 2016. What you can see here is the name of my village. Omo. Let me find if it's here very clear, because
It's
I
okay,
am
brother.
not here.
It's okay.
I don't know how to show
It's
you
okay,
anything.
man.
Okay, brother Paul Achebe, I know.
Because you reject the country.
I know. You know,
This guy here now, he wear a Biafran flag, and his nationality is still Nigeria. I don't matter. So why we are doing all these things is like some people, because of without, I mean, by them not understanding what is doing, they will find themselves in Nigeria tomorrow. That is what we are doing here, so that they will not fall a victim of all this nonsense. And I hope our people are getting the point. Continue, Mazi, or okay, whatever.
Unless when they ask you your place of birth, you leave the name of your place of birth, you write the name of your country as your, for example, place of birth supposed to be the name of the city where the hospital, if you are, for those that was born in the hospital, or the name of the village where you are giving birth to. That is the only thing that will appear there. Unless some of them are so idiotic that when they ask them place of birth, they now put the name of country, Nigeria.
No, it's not like that. It's not like that, because if you go to that place, you saw nationality. Maybe you go and take your time and listen to it. You will saw this is not place of birth. It's not place of origin. This is nationality, and he is Nigeria. So, but this is like I said, if you are not intelligent, you can't be a fraudster. You can't do malpractice. And the reason why he have Biafran cap is to tell the people that United Nations is giving Biafra passport. That's the reason why there's a cap. So, but they started trying to advise him. He now started threatening somebody that he show me I have captured your face. That's why I told many of you. Sometimes I get annoyed, and I'm hoping that our leader will come out and restructure this so that we will have a machinery that checkmate all these things. These are things that are very easy. If you watch what is going on in this struggle, what we are suffering is internal problem. Fulani, like many of you are crying, they are not our problem, as if you want me to say, for now. Because his internal enemy will allow the external to come in. The reason why you see what is going on today, if we were intact, nobody can begin to give another narrative. Just like, for example, the Directorate of State will give order. Somebody again will give another order. Knowing fully well that some of our people, their mind are not in one place. And sometimes they get different messages. They don't know the one to follow. So when we are talking about, in fact, for me, I have said it, and I will continue saying it. I will not be tired of saying this issue. Some people are getting annoyed, saying, Methuselah, every time, this is my calling. Many of you that are into religion, you are calling it to spread the word of God. This is my calling, to make sure I checkmate what is going on in this struggle. Whatever I see that is wrong, it is our duty to come out and say it out. So my advice to all of you, especially who are in Western world, like our brother said, be very careful. You see this your small life now you are managing as an asylum seeker. You are managing, they give you what small you eat, and hoping that Chuko Kabama will help you and give you that stay you are looking for. Now you want to go and take what will take you to Murtala Mohammed Airport in not less than 24 hours. And to worsen the situation, the man that is issuing you this passport is telling you that Biafra remain 100 and something days. Why not a side patient? 100 and something days is not far. Wait for it. When it comes, you become a Biafran citizen and everything will become fine. Why are you not talking about asylum again? Is another question you're supposed to ask yourself. But let me leave it here, like our brother said, so that we can wrap it up and call it a day.
Mazi, Paul Achebe, we have 5 phases of this conversation today. We talk about the passport. We talk about the innocent dodgy, the bringing all the agitators together by those in Finland. And we talk about also, I have forgotten what we talk about, Ibus releasing. But in conclusion, I want you to touch every certain thing that we just said here. At the same time, I want you to give your last speech. Like I said, we'll continue. I have a lot of videos, but we couldn't play all finish. We want to give our people little by little so that they can be able, because when you flux issues, they won't understand. You know, our people, they have just little memory to absorb something. Mazi, I want you to take over the floor. At least use your 5 minutes to 6 minutes to 7 minutes. Then, because we are beginning to descend. Thank you very much.
Thank you, my brother. First of all, we appreciate you, Mwachineke the General, and also Mazi Metusela Wane Mekisedek, because it's not easy to dig old videos out. Most especially, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu video is the lowest you can see is 1 hour 50 minutes. To listen to it and bring the important message where he treats everything that is happening today, because Mazi have already resolved all this issue. I will only tell our people to emulate him, what he is doing. Any moment you have your free period, just go back to our leaders' old preaching, and believe you me, you will reset your memory back and you will gain yourself. You will know that what is playing out there today is coming from the enemy, and Mazi know that this will happen. That was the reason the Spirit led him to make all those broadcasts and preachings. Is for the preaching and the broadcasting to guide you for the situation like this, for what is happening today, so that you will not be carried away by the enemies. That's why he preached all those things. For example, this VOB issue. If Mazi Metusela did not dig it out, maybe some of us will be thinking that Mazi have not addressed the issue of VOB, or you will be waiting for Mazi to come out to address it. So, but Mazi have addressed it. So, coming to the issue of the attack on our legal team, like I said earlier, any attack on IPOB lawyers is a direct attack to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because the lawyer has what it takes to jail Mazi Nnamdi Kanu by acting that he don't know what to say, or agree with the opponent, or act or argue wrongly, knowing fully well that admitting to some of the accusation can jeopardize Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So you need to protect the legal team, because they are handling sensitive issues like the DOS. You need to protect them. Know that anyone attacking the leadership, the legal team, is attacking Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and is endangering the life of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and jeopardizing your own freedom. You must be aware of this. Then coming to the issue of alliance, like our brother said, there is nothing like alliance between these people. One use money to lure the other one out. And I always say that 419 can only catch somebody that is greedy. If you are not greedy, nobody can scam you. It's out of longer truth that will make you fall into a trap. So when you know yourself, stand on yourself. And for IPOB worldwide, I want you people to know that I made a mistake, those many of you are into today, by believing that that young man has something to offer until I start asking questions. And I will advise all of you to start asking questions. In our language, Igbo language, anyị na-ekwu okwu sị, ọjụ ese adịghị efu ụzọ, onye ajụjụ adịghị efu ụzọ. Always ask questions. That is why when you watch me in my program, most of the times if you come, I will always ask you questions, because I believe asking you questions, your answer will help me to know if you are genuine or you know what you are saying. So, note today, ask Simon, why are you attacking Bruce Fein, who is IPOB legal, international legal representative? Why are you attacking Barrister Fanyi Ejiofor, Ezekome, and Aloy Ejimako without having their replacement? Because for you to attack them, you must have a replacement. Why can't you bring the lawyers that will replace them? Then say they are not doing well. You have not bring your own lawyer. What is your purpose, or what are your motives Start asking questions, and that will enable you to know the truth, if somebody is in the right direction or not. And also, there is some questions I want you people to ask. What is holding him not to tell us how Nelly sold the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and how Felix Onyeisi sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? The people he mentioned, or Biafrans, are you people not interested to know who sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Since he have known this, start asking questions and know that IPOB leadership will never ever come out on Radio Biafra to tell you their plan. You might think they will tell you your plan. No, the people that pay more attention to the leadership broadcast is not IPOB members. They are the enemies of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They always listen to know the next move so that they will plan how to abort it or how to attack them, bring them down. So stop allowing yourself to be used by those I call spies, because the spies operate. Go and ask the leadership so that they will tell you. You will think you want to know. You are passing information to the enemies, and the leadership are very much wise by not telling us their plan. You can only hear the one that they want you to hear, and those one they want you to hear is ready to be carried out, and they will tell you, and you will see it. It will start happening. In terms of 2023 general election, the leadership is not the people that will tell you there will be no election. As an IPOB, you will be able to know what you want. Do you want Nigeria or you want Biafra? So if you want Biafra, you don't need me or Chike Doziem or Biafran Child to tell you don't go and vote. When they come out, they don't see any person. It is a language they will understand. So take such action by yourself. Stop waiting for any person to tell you this. To round everything up, IPOB is not fighting themselves. IPOB love themselves, and they are doing it in one mind with one command. So the people we are fighting are the enemies. The enemies, you can unite with enemies. And in Biafra, we don't say, if you have anything it takes to restore Biafra, do it on your name. If you know you cannot do it on your name, submit your idea. Like Chike Doziem say, your opinion is not IPOB decision. Submit your opinion as your opinion. If your opinion is good for the leadership, they can take it. So don't allow yourself to be used. Let me drop it here. And always follow who know road and be patient. And always protect IPOB. If you want to know the activities of IPOB, go and join the IPOB family. Then from there, you will know how it functions and how it operates. Thank you, and I appreciate you, the general himself, and Mazi Obinna. Thank you, and I encourage you to continue, because your reward is in the Biafra restoration. Nothing person can give you today that is better than your freedom. Our freedom is our destination, and our destiny lies on our freedom, which is Biafra restoration. Thank you, and remain blessed.
Thank you very much, Mazi Paul Achebe, MAP Eziokwu Obondo. I want to make a just little announcement before I will give the mic to Mazi Obinna, their headache. I want every one of us to download IPOB Community Radio. Make sure you download IPOB Community Radio. But the announcement that I want to do now, that the DOS, in the person of Mazi Sanwo-Olu, is coming live today on Radio Biafra, where we are worshiping. Of course, we will be in different platforms. We'll be also on Biafran television. We are going to be on Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, any place you find yourself, begin to watch us there. But they are coming today, hosted by Nwachineke Nashi. Oh no, Mazi Sanwo-Olu and Mazi Uche Chukwu Nashi are coming. They are coming together today. I'm trying to see the time. Mazi, I couldn't see the time. Please, can you tell me the time, Mazi, on the ground, please? Do you know the time? Because I couldn't see time here, please. Because
the time is I'm watching. Okay, can you hear me?
Okay, the time is 7:30 p.m. Biafran time today. Mazi Shina Sanworu and Mazi Usheshuku Nachi is coming today on Radio Biafra under the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I want every one of you, I'm urging you all to join and listen. And of course, it's also going to be interactive section. You can be able to call and ask your question. Don't hesitate to be there and make sure you ask the right question. Don't go there and begin to contribute or begin to tell them with ask question. That thing that is disturbing you is what you are going to ask so that you can be able to get your answer. Mazo Binna, their headache. The floor is yours. Discuss, in conclusion, tell our people what they want to hear. Ndewo Mazi.
Ndewo the Biafran child, and then Mazi Paul Achebe. I just want to thank those of us who are watching, especially those who know what it means to fight for freedom. Those who have heard the stories of Nelson Mandela, who have heard the story of Mahatma Gandhi, and deeply thought about it and know that it's not a day journey, it's not easy to fight for freedom. Those who know what it means to enter into action that you can sustain and decided to take it slow by slow. This struggle, we have gone so far that we don't need to begin to look faces when issues like this arises. And my happiness is those of them that's on the background who are kicking against this struggle are the charlatans who have never wanted to support this struggle from the beginning. From my experience, I have met them one-on-one. Those who don't want to know what is going on in Biafra land. Those who felt that the reason why many of us are into this struggle is because of monetary purposes. Today they are now championing for the restoration of Biafra. They're the one shouting action, action. And they never contributed dime. The only advice I have for people like that is that they should be rejoicing that there's no yet machinery on ground to checkmate people like them. Because for freedom to come in this manner is not just peaceful. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, our leader, I believe when he comes out, they will team up with the leadership to know that that nature of freedom fighting style does not exist in Africa. It only exists in Western world where people reason. Here is the language that they understand that when you try to dabble into issue that doesn't concern you, you pay the dear price, because a lot of people at home have died because of this struggle. So many of them have been whisked away because of the careless statement some of us are uttering online. So I wouldn't want to overflow issues in this struggle. What I want to say is that our people, both home and abroad, we must support this struggle. Supporting this struggle, have in mind that you are not having any personal gain. You are supporting it because this is what you're supposed to do. This is for our future generation. It's very unfortunate that many of you didn't know what happened during the war. Sometimes I deem it feel that it is a high time for us to begin to educate our people on what happened with evidences. Some of them are doing what they are doing because they don't know what our forefathers went through in the hands of these, colonizers. Our people were slaughtered. Some of them were raped. Stomach divided. Unborn baby brought out and smashed them on the wall. And today we are still clamoring to go back for the same people. You see some of our celebrities, they come out, they are only after their own. They don't give a shit. And they have turned around. So many of our youth now, they are now into blogging news. They don't know what is blogger. They just want to make money. They don't care what the news is going to do to the people. They don't want to know what they are doing. They only want to be the first person to share it and begin to project lies. So many of them add these infiltrators to their job. Them, they were not paid. They were not bought over. They are doing it because of monetary purposes. And these are the reasons why this nature of the struggle is supposed to change. If the nature of this struggle change, you can begin to testify that nobody would dare joke with it. How many of you have seen anybody coming out on social media to use the name of Boko Haram to raise funds? You can't see it anywhere. I know you may say it's a terrorist organization. We know how they started before they were termed terrorists. We know that they have good ones. They started it before they were infiltrated. If we are not checkmating this today, it may be like Boko Haram. Because Boko Haram started this journey in a peaceful manner before they were infiltrated. And because of that, You can see what is going on in Nigeria today, and they are calling the names. They are the one that are doing it because they can't deny it because they allow themselves to be used. So this struggle must have a machinery. This is where I continue hammering it over and over again. It's not that we are establishing a machinery to go and begin to hunt innocent souls. No. When you commit any atrocities, they will go into it to checkmate whether these things this person did, was it right? What is it going to, what is the effect? After investigation, the person will pay the price. I swear, you will see that this struggle will be very neat. You will see that the problem is not all this thing we are talking about, the thief in Finland that they do. No, it is the mentality of African society. They always understand the language of the forced language. You will be begging them. They see you are begging as a sign of weakness. Now we are saying no election. Everybody should do the peace. Some of them at home, they are laughing, saying, "Nah, forget these people. They are just talking. They are just talkative." But when it will befall on them, they will now begin to see you as the enemy of your people. So many of them we are jubilating that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu still remain in the DSS dungeon. That he don't need to come out because if he come out, their election will not hold. Some of them begin to say the reason why they want to release him is because of they don't want P2B to win the election. So we begin to see that these are the kind of mentality that we cannot have in our land. They don't know what is going on. So I am talking generally. Those of you that are against this struggle, very shameful, and shame on you that you failed. You failed totally. In fact, you are fighting. Your infiltration have made us to be more stronger and to be more vigilant and to begin to know what we're supposed to do. Because without the infiltration, without all this negative attack on this struggle, many of us who have wake up today, some of you don't know me, it's because of this time around. So sometimes things happen for something to take place. And Biafran child, I don't know you before. It's because of these issues that start coming up. I said, wow, this person is speaking to protect this struggle. In other words, I am in the same line with him. We have to work together. So, in nutshell, we will continue supporting the leadership of this struggle. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu remain our leader. The Directorate of State are those that are working with him. And we must continue supporting them. In terms of death and in terms of living, we must continue supporting them unless our leader says otherwise, which is the power we bestowed on him as our leader. And that's why we are protecting him now. We may say that, okay, he's a human being that can, sometimes all he planned may not be the perfect, but we have already adopted him as our leader, and we must protect him. So anybody working as a leader in this struggle deserve the same respect Mazi Nnamdi Kanu deserve, because all of them are working assiduously to restore Biafra. So the analogy they are bringing on internet, they want us to begin to attack those leadership and now see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as the only person that is working to restore Biafra. And that is not how IPOB sees it. IPOB sees everybody that is working assiduously to restore Biafra. We must give them the same accolade. And on that note, I rest my case. And I'm telling them that we are not going to get tired on this struggle.
Thank you very much, Mazobina. I thank you all once again, my fellow panelists. I thank you, Mazi MAP Eziokwu Bondo. I thank you so much, Mazi Obina, their headache. I thank you people. You people are so wonderful, and the kind of job you people are doing on this Biafran restoration project. That is why I have chosen my part to always work with you people, and we are not going to get tired. Let me make this announcement once again. The DOS join Mazi China Sanworu and Mazi Ushe Chukwu Nashi today, 7:30 p.m. Biafran time. Go there and listen and ask your question. I thank you all for listening, and I hope we learn a lot of things today. And I know that our people will take precaution and understand the ethics of this movement, that we are not going to stop. We will keep on waxing. And I also use this medium to thank Rapture Media Technical Director, the man on the ground that I've been working with, a man that I would love to keep on working with him. And we are in good terms, and we must continue. I thank our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, though he's still in DSS today, suffering because of me and you, and we will keep on reminding our people that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu must be free. And I also thank the leadership, those we are following, those know it better, because I keep on telling people I cannot give you Biafra. That is why I'm following them, because they know better. So if I know better, I will go for it. So I cannot come here and begin to lie to you people. I thank you all for listening. I will call it a day. Please make sure you join the DOS in the person of Mazi China Sanworu and the Mazi Usheshuku Nashi. We're going to learn a lot. Please, I thank you all. From me, it is good afternoon. They want to